Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Hopefully everybody out there is having an amazing start to their Tuesday. I am sitting back here with absolutely no trades on. I saw some folks here in the MC that were absolutely killing it. Had some shorts there from the top. Looked like we had, what did we have here that was trading this? Trader Page, Shady Lady, Spastric. Had the whole family in here just crushing it. If you're here in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say, what's up? Let's see who's in here today. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to start from the bottom here. Wow, I got to keep scrolling. Oh my goodness. Amateur Genius, Liquid Flows, Luna, Frank Picana, Ron's Funk, Trader Page, Vibe Trade, Mr. Kofifi, Liquid Flows, SW, WD, Futures Trading Today, Luna, Silent and W, Scott Bro, Cyrus, Mr. Kofifi, Ron's Funk, Big Sexy Shady Lady, Yen Ren, Mike, Darren, good morning, Davey Edge, Kenny, A Trades, Mark VHD, good morning to everybody, Flyer, Jim, Nick for a Tick, good morning, John, Broken Butterfly, OBP, Sadek, good morning, good morning to H, Hindsight King, Mark Vocal, good morning, Leg of Lamb, Danny, good morning, Nathan, Alex P, Scotty, DV8, Marco, Lord Save All, Mohammed, Tony, Dips, USMC, Maverick, 29 Stumps, Coffee, DC Lifestyle, Kenny, Vasquez, Alexandre, good morning, Mohammed, Sam, Tony, Anita Lowe, Sean Matthews, Curran Dula, Silent NW Part 2, July Peppers, Trader Page, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So, today we do have somewhat of an interesting day. We don't have a lot of data that's coming out today that's really going to move the market, right? That's as far as data releases go. The only data event that I'm watching today as far as data releases is the Treasury's 3-year note auction. That's it. 3-year note auction. That's the only data thing that I'm watching today. However, Jerome Powell is giving testimony today to the Senate Banking Committee. I don't consider that a data release, right? It's more of an event. That's going to kick off at 10 a.m. I will be trading live on Top Step TV today during that event. So that's where you can catch me for that. We'll be doing some live trading. Of course, I'll be streaming it with no latency here in the Discord, so there's no 6-second delay or anything like that. But we'll be trading that live. I fully intend to be trading that live. Now, the testimony will be released the moment that he hits the microphone. Sometimes it is released a little bit earlier because we get a little leak. I'm sure that there is, the way that the price is moving right now, looking at the Mag 7 and looking at the indices right now, it doesn't look like anybody has an early leak yet, but it is still, 2 hours away? Yeah, it's 2 hours away, right? It's 2 hours out. So it doesn't look like anybody has a leak yet, but maybe an hour away, we could see a leak at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So potentially we might see a leak, right? So the testimony is going to be identical. He's testifying today to the Senate Banking Committee. Tomorrow it's to the House. This is what he does. It's a semi-annual thing that he does. Completely normal, completely standard. But this is where he's going to be able to talk about the most recent data that has come out and what he is expecting as far as rate cuts or potential hikes, right? I'm assuming that he's going to lean into talking about rate cuts, and if there are going to be any, what the datas are that the data sets that he's looking at, what he's going to be dependent on for that data. So do we hit a new all-time high today on that? TBD. Do we end up selling off because he says something tremendously awful for the market? TBD. Expect anything on a day like today because, like Hogue always says, if you ever watch Top Step TV, anything can happen. Anything can happen on a day like today. Just because the man is speaking doesn't mean it's going to be bullish, bearish, hawkish, dovish. It just means that the man is speaking. So that's going to be happening today. Now, just because the testimony is identical on both days doesn't mean that the reaction will be the same on both days. And you may ask, well, why? If the testimony is identical on both days, why would there be a differing in each day's testimony? This is the same thing. Well, that comes down to the Q&A, right? He's going to be grilled by the Senate today, and then tomorrow he's going to be grilled by the House. Two completely different members of our congressional bodies that are going to be questioning him, and there's probably going to be a little bit of a harsher tone today, whereas tomorrow will be a little bit more softball-esque. That's my take on it, at least. But just because I think that doesn't mean I'm going to trade like that. I'm going to keep my peepers peeled. I'm going to keep my ears open, and I'm going to hope for the best and see if we can get some nice volatility to trade off of. On events like this, what you generally want to be looking for is mispricing in the market. So an overreaction to the upside on something that he says, an overreaction to the downside, or we have a nice continuous move where he continues talking in the same tonality, meaning that he is hawkish throughout or he is dovish throughout. But either way, I think it's going to give us some great trading opportunities, given that the summer months so far have continued to provide decent opportunities as long as you're patient. Yesterday, I was not patient. I paid the price. I lost $3,100 combine money here on the stream yesterday, and then I continued trading in the Discord. I ended up hitting max loss on another combine, so I just locked it up for the day, and that was it for me. Today, we'll see if we can do any better than that, but it's one of those things where I've been noticing lately, if you're extremely patient in these markets, you can get rewarded, and you really only have to catch a couple moves, because that's all you might get during a day like today or a day like yesterday, where the market doesn't continually provide opportunities. It's choppy, and then you get one nice sweeping move, and then that choppiness subsides, and you catch that move, and then it gets back to choppiness. So that's what we're looking for today. We also are going to hear from two other voting Fed members. We're going to be flanked by either of them, because right at 10 a.m. Eastern is when Powell does his testimony. However, at 9:15 a.m., we are going to hear from Michael Barr. He is the Fed Reserve Vice Chair for Supervision. He is a voting member. He's going to be speaking at 9:15. He's going to be talking about financial inclusion practices and innovations. I don't know if on that he will comment on monetary policy, so keep that in mind. However, now at 1:30 p.m., we are going to hear from Michelle Bowman. She is going to be giving introductory remarks for the financial inclusion practices and innovations, but she has been known in the past to comment on monetary policy on events like this. So be on the lookout for something like that. That event will be live streamed today on the Federal Reserve's YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Federal Reserve. Very easy to find. They should have a live stream for that. So maybe we can have that pulled up during the Top Step TV stream. So if you are enjoying yourself so far, please do me a favor. Please drop a lucky like on the video. I do want to do some giveaways before I skitter on over to Top Step TV today. And really, it's not up to me. If it was up to me, I'd be giving away 150 combines today. But it's not up to me. It's up to you folks here that are tuning in. There's one thing that you need to do. You just reach down and you click that like button. That's it. I mean, it's not a big ask. So do what you will. We did have a big move overnight. Right now, we are sitting up in the NQ about 30.33%, and in the S&P about 0.20%. So we will have to see whether or not that is going to continue, if that is going to hold. It looks like the anticipation, at least in the overnight trade, is for a positive reaction on Jerome Powell's testimony here. Original Jeff says, Rips, I hate to admit it, but my first night without the scaling plan proved that you are indeed right, and the scaling plan is a good thing. Well, hey, I mean, I don't care who's right or not. We all have differing opinions on here, and I just love the discourse that we had. And I like that we had a nice open discourse about it. And I like that we both kind of kept open minds about it. And that's interesting to hear that. I think that's very interesting to hear that. Richard Harris says, banks are in so much trouble, but it's all design. That very well could be the case. McNasty says, when rate cuts come, it won't be bullish. That is definitely a hot take. And it is definitely something that we can see in the markets, that when rates do start to come down, that we do also see equities coming down. We have seen that in various cycles throughout the years, but we'll have to see if that happens with this one as well. Is there anybody else that's getting the confirmation pop up on Top Step X? So you go into your settings there, the Family Griffin, and you just basically turn off trade confirmations. It's under your settings, and then I think it's just literally says trade confirmations. That's it. Let's see here. I have an IIO pattern on my ES. I'm not really sure what that is there. An IIOO pattern. I've not seen that one before, but I am seeing some chop this morning. So this morning, we, again, don't really have anything coming out in the way of news. I'm not really paying attention to anything in the way of news today outside of one single event. That is that 3-year note auction out of the Treasury. And even though it's not that deep of time frame, it still can create a little bit of volatility. But again, I think most of the market participants are really going to be focused around Jerome Powell's testimony and his Q&A. So that's what I think. Let's bring up gold here. Let's go ahead and look at what we have on the docket here for gold for the 15-minute chart. Bring up some gold here. Yeah, this is a no trade zone for me. We did come down right to that MC level of 2361 spot 4, and we did kind of bounce it and then rejected our next level of 2374 spot 1. So we are in that no trade zone if per chance that we were down here. If here and now was down here and I saw this kind of rejecting, I'd probably take that long and be targeting that area. It's just a level to level trade. That's generally trades I like. And you can see right here, we are kind of between levels here. So that is usually a no trade zone for me. So I'd be hands off from that. If we do ever catch gold at a time where it's kind of bottoming out here or topping out up here, or let's say it's topping out up here, I would be taking this short to target that or taking this long to target that. I'd just be looking for level to level trades. Gold generally does respect our levels pretty well. Original Jeff says, so the reason why you're correct, Rips, is because I took the 1,300 that TopStep gave me, but I didn't have to and gave them back 1,000 of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, an XFA, unbelievable. The 10 p.m. drop in GC is what got I'm guessing that big old drop there. Unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I never want to hear about people losing. I'm never going to celebrate when people are losing there. 3K is inevitable at this point. Buying long calls at 2,200 if they grace us with that flush. Yeah, that would be a decent trade. 3,000 seems a little bit lofty, but I've seen crazier things happen in markets before. Got to keep 300 of it, though. There you go. Community chest card. I like that. Good old Monopoly there. TopStep X had a glitch. Apparently yesterday, I finished my trading up 1498, and after some kind correction, I was up 1980. Now I got to make an extra 900 to pass. I would reach out to support there, Matt Rad. That's probably something that they will fix there. Greg says, I'm trading XFAs and did something on my chart and can't see the price scale on the right side of the chart. Tried resetting the layout and no go. Drive me crazy. And Wendy's no help. Any help? I'm not really sure on TopStep X how to get the price scale back in action. I'm not exactly sure of that. If anybody can help out our friend here, Greg, in getting the prices back on his chart over here. I will be trading more TopStep X in the future. I do like all of the stats page that came out. Seems very robust, and I like the AI feature that's custom tailored to your specific trading, which is really, really cool. All my losing trades got wiped from yesterday. Went from personal daily loss limit, negative 400, to plus 19 bucks. Hey, there you go. That's awesome. I love to hear that. That's great. David says, reset the chart view. That's what you should do there. Yeah, so the reversing of trades only happened on TopStep X because I traded 2 combines yesterday and I didn't get either one of those reset because I'm trading on Ninja Trader. I don't expect to get a handout like that, but it would have been nice. I have to make an extra 10,000 now after they wipe losing trades. That's crazy. Reach out to support. They should probably fix that for you. I didn't watch the British GP yet. I know I need to. I still have not found time to just relax here yet. It's still go. Yesterday, for instance, appointment in the DMV, had to run to another appointment. Today I have appointments. It's just thing after thing after thing. And it's like, been here for, wow, this is going to be just coming up on a month now. So I think I should be settled by the end of this month here. Ribs, how do I reach Clubhouse support? The web form isn't working. There's certain countries that are restricted, Richie, from Clubhouse, and Lagos, Nigeria is one of those countries, unfortunately. So we don't actually allow anybody in from those countries that we have on the ban list. So Liquid Flows, I am in beautiful Las Vegas. That is where I am residing here. Closed my trades yesterday at 4.5K and woke up with plus 6.5K on my combine. Therefore, I am breaking consistency rule. Hope that they fix it. It seems like a couple folks in here actually do have that issue there. Would I get a refund then? Yeah, I mean, of course. Why would you not? If you want a refund, just reach out to support. No problem. Click on your layout button and open a new layout maybe. That's good advice there, Donna. I think that will work there. Not to spoil it, but it's probably the best race of the season. I got to see it. I'm pumped on it. I'm really pumped on seeing that. James Bond says, Rips, I blew my first XFA and now I'm frozen and feeling numb. I'm sorry to hear that. But the good news is that you got that out of the way, right? There is a good silver lining in that because, I've blown XFAs in my day. As you know, I've done it here live on stream before. I have no shame in showing my losing trades, unlike other cowardly streamers out there who try to, pull the wool over your eyes and pretend like they don't take any losing trades. For instance, yesterday, there's a semi-popular streamer who's, somewhere in the second or third slot, who hid their trades all day long and then gaslit their audience to make them believe that they actually had a winning trade, which was entirely false. They blew all of their accounts. They blew all of their PAs. They blew all of their challenge accounts. And it's just a sad thing. I have no problem being a man and standing up and showing everybody what real trading looks like and to show everybody that real traders lose trades. It's part of trading. And if you're watching somebody second-rate streamer out there who's too cowardly to show their trades from start to finish, then you're probably going to be gaslit and you're going to have unrealistic expectations for your trading, unfortunately. Why is Lagos Nigeria banned? It wasn't banned in the beginning, and we ended up letting those folks through. And it turned out that 99% of them came into the Discord to scam our members, posing as me, offering people crypto scams, unfortunately. And it's a sad, sad thing that happens there. Went from plus 1,300 to 2,300 on my XFA after the Top Step Magic. Top Step's by far the best prop firm. I do agree with you there. That's not cheating. It's curating your trades. Exactly right. Yeah. And it's funny too. The audience in certain streams is just so low IQ. They still have not figured that out. It's like the rejects in school. They all kind of sit at the same lunch table and they're all rejects together. And it is what it is. If you keep exceeding your combine profit, just go to the settings and set the limit profit to your required target. Even if you do that, like when Top Step was kind of adding to your trades, it still can create a little bit over that profit target there. So I'm 100% happy about the day reset. Hit DLL and XFA, even though I was up a 1K in my 3 combines at clean XFA, so clutch. Yenren says, lads can't even be bothered to use a VPN. See, that's the thing, is that we actually have advanced backend technology, like that person who was chatting in did attempt to use a VPN, and that's how we know that they're a bad actor and that they were trying to scam our users. So that person who was chatting in was on a VPN, but we still end up catching them. So Top Step gave me 1,700 profit after that fiasco yesterday. I love to see that. That is amazing there. That is awesome. I was a reject in school, but still found the stream. Well, that's okay. I'm sure that's just fine there. And my risk awareness is so high that Top Step only have me back like $100. I should have messed up a lot harder. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I wish they'd tell us beforehand when they're going to do that. Then you just go all in. My negative trades got wiped away from yesterday. Top Step for life. Yeah, I wish I could say the same. All of my my trades ended up not getting wiped, unfortunately. Mr. Moon says, Rips, I know a Nigerian prince. I'm waiting on him to triple the money I gave him. Yeah. See, that's the unfortunate thing, is that we gave that area a chance. And unfortunately, I think all of them, I don't think there was a single honest one. And all of them ended up coming in and trying to scam our Discord users, literally creating handles that were attempting to look like my name in Discord and then trying to scam people, which is a sad thing. I mean, do something better with your time. Trade on Top Step. It's $49 for a combine. Come on. That's how you should be making your money. You shouldn't be trying to make your money from scamming people. That's crazy town. My combine loss that hit my daily limit is now gone. I ended up 2K up. Well, Darren says, little racist. I mean, if you let in 50 people and all 50 of them scammed you, does that make you racist, or does that make you protecting your bottom line of your company? I don't know. You tell me. Ribs, when I click my subscription, your channel is the only one that doesn't show that you are live or speaking. I always have to click the live tab to check. You make sure that you have your notifications turned on there. But banning all Nigerians, not nice. I'm trying to join the community. Well, then you wouldn't have used a VPN. Morning, Rips. We were taking a poker a little bit yesterday, and I've been using Poker Manager. It's been working great. There you go. That's awesome. That's great. Combines were reset, not mine. Well, if you were trading on Top Step X, you got some added to you there. That's what happened. Rips, why does this summer sucks for trading? I feel frustrated. Join the club. I don't think I've been having that great of a summer. Although when I pick and choose when to trade on my live account like last week, I made about $4,000, so I'm happy about that. You know, very, very happy about that. Witty channel name says, how's it racist? Define racist. I didn't hear Rips or anyone mention race at all. Nigeria is a country. If he bans Norway, is that racist? It's a very good point. Very good point. Let's see. I hit my personal daily loss limit of $300 on my XFA. I didn't realize there was a glitch and ended up with $227 in profit. Top Step goes above what they need. Definitely the best out there. I do have to agree there. If you like the video, you won't get scammed by Nigerians. I do agree. It's one of those things. It's just, if there's a specific part of certain countries that are hotbeds for scams, and if you own an online business, you are keen to these facts, and it is just the way that it goes. And it's called risk management. You're mitigating risk for your company. You're mitigating risk to your bottom line, and that's what it is. And yeah, it's hard to believe somebody when they say, oh, I just wanted to join the community. But then they use a prepaid card, which is a fake card. They put on just enough money to get in the trial. And this is a scam that happens all the time. They use a VPN to try to mask that they're not from Lagos. And then they come in, they change their name. And I see all of this happening behind the scenes. And they try to scam some of the members in there, unfortunately. You're not playing the main event. No, not this year. I'm not playing the main event. I did play. I didn't play any World Series events just yet. I might play one later, but I haven't played any this month, this year. Last time I played in a World Series event had to be like 5 years ago. Did play the main event. I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago that I played the main event. I don't even think I made it past day one when I played it last. But my commitment is to be here streaming every single day, and I'm still kind of getting situated here. So I didn't really feel comfortable in taking on that because I just have way too many things going on with the move and everything. What's your favorite casino to play cards? Hands down, the Wynn. I like playing at the Wynn. Although Aria, Bellagio are also good runners up, I guess you'd say. I do love playing at the Wynn though, and they have a deliciously juicy 10, 20, 40 game and a great 25, 50 game, 5100. But 10, 20, 40 is a great game. Played a little 5-10 last week or 2 weeks ago. It's been doing well. I mean, World Series is in town. You have a lot of recreational players. The table is usually split about 40 to 60% of pros, and then the rest are rec players, and these rec players are just terrible, and it's great. Scams are obvious, though. How do people fall for these? You'd be surprised. I still get Instagram DMs of people sending me screenshots where they are deep into conversation with somebody that they think is me, and then they literally are asking me, they're like, hey, I'm about to send some Bitcoin. I just want to confirm this is actually you, right? And I look at the message. I'm like, this is a joke, right? You're kidding me. No, they're dead serious. They're absolutely dead serious. Rips, you add them red lines throughout the day as they develop. Yeah, for this chart, yes, absolutely. It's just support and resistance there. The Wynn is my favorite too. Yeah, I absolutely love the Wynn. I think it's a beautiful hotel. I went to the soft opening. I went to the grand opening. It's been my favorite hotel since the jump. Yes, Sam, I am located in beautiful Las Vegas here. Spazzrick, you strung that IG scammer along all night. See, at least you got it from the jump. One of our members here in MC got a message from one of the scammers out there on Instagram, and person messages them and is like, hey, how is you trading going? Or some broken ass English. And Spazzrick in here responds, He goes, oh, it's going good, but I could sure use some help on my crypto trading. I thought that was hilarious because that's where they always go to is like crypto trading. It's just hilarious there. Steve Wynn got his start with a bingo hall. Yeah, that's Christ. That's correct. I was thinking close and correct at the same time. Came out as Christ. Christ be with you. Rips, do you ever find yourself needing to take any legal action with any of your businesses? Does it come with the territory? Of course. I mean, there's always going to be lawsuits when you're involved in business, whether it's, other competing companies or just general regulation or employees or HR issues. There's always going to be, that's why you have to have a staff of attorneys usually, or, attorneys on retainer. I'm stringing a girl on Instagram. She wants me to send her iPhone tablet. That's probably a scam there. I'm still surprised that people fall for these online scams. Yeah, I am too. I don't really understand what people are thinking when they are responding to these people. And I don't trade crypto. There's no special secret account that I have or some secret crypto bot. I think it just preys on people's desperation. I think that's what it is. Rips, what are the time where are we expecting liquidity bursts in the market? So I would say today we're going to see some coming in at 9. We have the Red Book retail sales at 8:55. So I would say at 9:15 we might get a little bit, 9:28 and 9:30, and then 9:45, and then of course 10 a.m. when Jerome Powell starts yapping. The IRS called me saying I owe them $30,000 and they need my birthday. Yeah, the IRS needs your money, but they need it in Google Play gift cards. So get to Walmart ASAP. Lastly, they'll complain when they're caught and continue until you give them what they want, not any more typical mentality. Yeah, that's correct. Cinnamon from Sapphire. Rips, you never traded crypto? I did. Yeah, of course I did, but I don't. I certainly don't offer crypto bots or crypto trading services or buy this coin or give me this and that. And if I'm ever asking you for money, guess what? It's not me. It's never going to be me, ever. I don't have any secret special group that I'm inviting you personally to. I don't have any special. It's never going to happen. I'm sorry, but never, ever, ever in a trillion years. Spastric, what is that person posting on their story, by the way? Are they actually stealing my stories too? Because here's the thing. They all have me blocked. That's the thing. All of these scammers have me blocked. So I can't even see. Wow, they're stealing my stories. Which stories are they stealing? Hopefully I look good in them. They need your money to pay off other people's student loans. There you go. When scammers used to call me, I'd answer police department. They hang up immediately. That's hilarious. I think if I had a bot that printed money, I wouldn't care about selling it. I would just be printing money. Yeah, isn't that dude? This is what's crazy. There's some people that I've seen on Instagram too that legitimately have a legit following, and they're like, oh, if you have $25,000 to invest, our futures trading bot is just going crazy. Look at these other members' returns right now, and it's like, so well, why wouldn't you put your money in it? Is there a cap? Like you can't put your money in it? Why do you need mine? Hold on. The math ain't mathin' for a second here. It's like, how do people fall for that? It drives me crazy. How do people fall for that? Like, what in the world? I think it's like a friggin' mind virus or something going on out there. It's like, how do you fall for that? Like, if you have $25,000 to invest or $50,000 to invest, you got to see this crypto trading bot. Here's our members' statements right now. They're killing it. It's like, oh yeah, here, have 25 grand. This has got to work. This is great. Like, it's crazy. Are all trading bots a scam? Well, here's the ones that aren't. If you can set your own parameters and kind of set your own things up, no, that's not a scam because you're designing what it does when it does the thing. But if somebody's telling you they have an automated trading bot and they want your money, why aren't they putting their own money into it? What are you talking about? Like, that's ridiculous. Hey, Ribs, would you be interested in having your own slot on Top Step TV if MP gave you your own session? It would be nice if you could do the London session. I've been offered that. I just don't have the time right now. I've been offered to be on Top Step TV as much as I want. I can do, they want us to do a segment, Dakota and I, but I do not have the time right now. When things start to settle down, that is what will open up. I'm so behind on so many things right now. But yeah, if there's value in it, the community sees value in it, then I'd absolutely do it. Ribs, you asked me for a $5 the other day for a pumpkin latte. Wasn't that you? Yeah, you know what? I don't need a $5 for a pumpkin latte. That wasn't me. Any experience with Ninjacators? There we go. Ninjacators bots. No. I have never programmed any kind of trading bot myself, and I do not think I may have tinkered with one time, but no. Trading for me is much more discretionary. I found value in being a discretionary trader there. Rips, please tell people about current scams happening for jobs people apply to. Scammers pretend to have a job in kind of legit company for software engineers and ask about home assignment and other things, and then ask about Social Security. Ooh, that's scary. Yeah, just be careful out there. There's another one that was like super convincing where they're calling you from like your credit card company and saying that you have an unauthorized charge, and then they start fishing for your number and stuff like that. I mean, just keep your wits about you. Don't divulge any information. Don't click random links. Don't click links that are sent to your email. Just relax, chill out. You know, it's a friggin' cold world out there. You need to bundle up. It's crazy. Trading bots work when you know to turn them on and off. They don't tell you that. I mean, again, trading for me is extremely discretionary. Obviously, a lot of the market movement is algorithmic, but these algorithms are insane, and they're not running on some desktop computer that's plugged in a NinjaTrader with, less than 1,000 lines of code. That's not what's happening there. You also went berserk on the barista for being cheap on the caramel pumps. Wasn't that you? Dang it, you found me out. So Ribs drink Cell H wasn't real. He told me to buy Cell H and hold to the moon. Well, hopefully that worked out for you. There you go. Hopefully that worked out for you there. There should be a class for old people for this kind of stuff. Well, I always think about that too. I also get a little bit, what's crazy is that AI is making these scams worse. There's scams going around where, they can take this video of me talking right now and they can make me say anything, right? That's easy enough to do. And so if you're getting a video message from what looks like me, by the way, here's the deal. Ready? If I ever send you a video message and I have this background, it's not me. I'm never going to sit here and record a video message just for you from my background here. Never going to happen. If I have my headphones on, I'm talking to this mic, I'm on my stream here. That's it. I'm never going to send you a private message from this setting. So that's how you'll ever know. Ribs, do you think these new advancements in AGI chips will eventually make all of us algo traders? No. Trading will get changed in the same way that the pit changed to electronic trading, and I'm sure we're going to have some type of new trading in the future, but I don't think it's ever going to go away. There's no way. I know a guy who is into cybersecurity, and trust me, no one is safe. It's crazy out there. Yeah, I agree with that. But for the most part, most people are not going to be victimized, right? It's a small majority of people who are getting victimized by extremely good scams out there. Most people are getting victimized by second-rate scams. Every single day I open up my email in my spam folder, I have tons of emails from, federal money claim. Oh, you're entitled to $4 trillion and this and that and blah, 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 blah. It's like, I got an email from Mr. Bill Presley Clinton and he wants to give me $4 billion. Just go to the post office to claim it. Just ridiculous stuff, right? Ribs, when do you decide to trade combines or XFAs? Is it just instinct and experience? It's a comfort level. It's a little bit of both. It's instinct, experience, and it's a comfort level thing. And for me, I don't feel like I've been extremely in the pocket as of late. Yesterday's trading definitely exuded that I was not in the pocket. I had one right read of the entire session in the opening there. I caught one rip to the top side, and then I immediately so I was up like 3K, and then immediately gave it back, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And then I stopped streaming on YouTube and then came in the Discord, tried one more time, and then got smoked. So it's a good thing that I wasn't trading in XFAs or in my live account, but that's how I know. It's just a general feel of, if you're feeling confident, you can trade a lot better. I wasn't feeling confident yesterday in the trades that were going off there. All those that pretend to be somebody else, I video call them and they just disappear. I had a couple that actually answered. It was hilarious. Video call people, best way to verify if it's legit. There you go. 100%. Yeah, there's also like a phone call feature on Instagram. So if the scammer is messaging you, just call them. And if you don't hear this wonderful golden voice on the other end, ask them something specific. Ask them something specific there. Ribs, how many years do you need under your belt to become in the pocket trader overall? I would say no less than 3 years. 3 years is when it starts to click. But again, you're still going to have losing days. You're still going to have days that catch up with you that are going to be losing. And trading is a forever journey. It's never going to stop, right? You're never going to get to a point in your trading where you go, okay, I made it. I'm all done, right? It doesn't happen in trading. There's never a time when you're going to be trading. You're going to sit here and say, okay, I finally reached the finish line. I'm all good from here on out. It just simply doesn't exist. And if you're looking for that in trading, you're going to be sorely mistaken. If you do love the journey and you do love the process, waking up early every morning, or maybe it's not early where you are, waking up, charting, getting ready to trade, analyzing your trades, journaling, working on your psychology, improving yourself, not only in your trading at a psychological level, but you as a human. If you're enjoying all of those things, then you will enjoy to do trading long term. If you're doing this as a means to an end, you should probably get out now. Trading is a forever journey. It will take forever and ever and ever. You'll be consumed by it your entire life if you choose to have that. But there is no finish line in trading. You're never going to get to a point where you say, I'm good, I'm all done. Case in point, I know that I've been struggling lately. I know that some other traders, some top step TV traders out there have also been struggling. Markets move in cycles. I went to dinner this weekend with a buddy of mine who I met, 3 or 4 years ago, who is a fantastic trader, and he's up 4 million on the year. And I won't share who he is, what his name is or anything, but I can share that he is up 4 million this year, and he's trading small caps and options. And I think that's the best year he's ever had so far. This is on track to be his best year ever. He's been trading since 2017. So this is his 7th year of trading. And think about that. This is going to be his best year of all time. This is not going to be my best year of all time. There's no chance. I mean, I would have to have some crazy second half of the year to even get close to what my record year is. And that just shows the duality and the process of trading. I've been trading for longer than he has, and he's about to smash whatever I'm going to make this year. I mean, he's already way ahead of me this year. I'm not talking about in competition wise. I'm just talking about dollar figure wise. And that's trading for you. Some years you're going to have an insane year. Some months you're going to have an insane month. It's all about the market cycle, your interpretation of the market, and so forth. But that just goes to show that if you just stick with this and you believe in yourself and you keep pushing and you work hard, there is an opportunity that you might have a year that will be something that could potentially change your life, right? Could potentially change your life. And that's why I think trading is such a beautiful thing. It's not about what you're doing day to day. It's a long view. And if you're looking at every single day and you're getting discouraged, you're going to get lost in you're just going to be, the saying is you're tripping over dollars to pick up pennies. And in that mentality, you're so hyper focused on, oh, I lost money today, or I lost money this month, or I'm down this quarter. That's not what trading's about, because trading has a way of rewarding you for being patient that all it takes is you could have a string of 2 weeks that could cover the last 3 years of your losses, or the last 2 years of your losses, the last 2 weeks, the last 2 months, or last whatever of your losses, right? So that's why I think trading is beautiful. And that's why I think that don't get discouraged, stick with it, roll with the punches. If you feel less than, that you're having a losing day, a losing week, losing month, losing year even, don't feel less than. It's part of trading. It's a function of trading. We talked about this before, that losing itself is just a function of trading. You will lose as a trader. There's not going to be ever a time when you're sitting there and I never lose. There will be times when it feels like that. I think my longest streak was something like 20 some odd days of no trading days, mind you, not calendar days, 20 something odd trading days where I had nothing but winners, and it feels insane. But it also gets in your head where you're sitting there and you're like, I kind of want to have a losing day just to get out of this. Like, this is too good, right? It's you folks out there that have had a very long win streak know exactly what I'm talking about. You almost just want to have one losing day so you're not even thinking about it anymore. But you'll have losing streaks that feel like they'll never end. You'll have winning streaks that feel like they'll never end. And you'll have, shotgun blasts of like 3 days in a row where you're losing. And then all of a sudden it feels like you can't trade anymore. And then bang, 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 nothing that winners, right? So that's trading, folks. That's trading for you. And the more patient you are with all of this, the better it's going to work out. The more that you are relaxed, the more that you're chilled, the more that you're accepting that this is a tremendously difficult and long journey, the further you will progress in it, I think. Morning Rips, after blowing several accounts, I've just requested my first payout today. Wanted to make it real. Let's go. Thank you for all your support and love. I wanted to specifically thank Especially thank the Clubhouse community too, and a very special mention to Davey Edge. Thank you, Davey Edge, for being in here, for your constant guidance, teaching, support every day, and helping me stick to it, with it, and keep going. For those that ignore me when I need a bit of help in the Clubhouse, I thank you too and grateful. Please help anyone in the Clubhouse that needs help. Don't just ignore them. Awesome. There we go. Nice. Getting almost $1,000 there. Give it up for ID in the house. Beautiful message there. That is awesome. Give it up for ID, folks. That is so cool. I love that you made it real. That's a big deal right there. Rips, most traders are always telling the trading is 80%, waiting is 20% trading. However, those same traders, even on top, start trading as soon as the market opens and lose money within the first 15 to 30 minutes. Why is that? I have no idea. I mean, I can only speak for myself here. How much is the market Clubhouse? Well, I mean, I don't want to push it, right? I don't want to, if you're interested in joining the community, there's a bunch of links available, but I really don't like pushing it here on the YouTube stream. I would say first, stick around to the YouTube streams, see if you like the community that we have here. And if it progresses, that you enjoy what we have going on here, then maybe venture into those links and see what we have going on. But for the most part, stick around for these YouTube streams. They're free, they're fun. That's where I think that you should have your focus first of all, and see if you like it. This is the reason why I listen to you every morning. Very motivational. Thank you. Thanks, JT. Appreciate you being in here. Any news today that can move the market? Yeah, I see that we have a lot more folks in here now, so I'll recap what we have going on here. So again, we don't have any news as far as news releases that are going to be moving the market today. However, there is one. It's the Treasury's 3-year note auction. I'm going to be watching that. That's going to be happening at 1 p.m. today. But the big news of the day is going to be coming at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That is when Jerome Powell is going to be providing testimony to the Senate Banking Committee. Now, the testimony should come out the moment that the microphone hits his lips, right? Just right when it hits his lips and he's pursing his lips, because that's what Jerome Powell does. He's big on pursing his lips. That's what he does. And he lies when he does that. That's his poker tell, by the way. But the moment that he gets out there, the testimony in full, the whole transcript will be released. Now, we will get that. The market should react on that. However, the Q&A is where we will get most of the market volatility. The most expensive good afternoon. Now, it'll be a good morning. It's 10 a.m., but he's going to get grilled by the Senate Banking Committee. They are usually a little bit more hardball questions than what we see over in the House. However, the House has been, I don't want to pick it either way, but, I will say the Senate, I expect to be a little bit more on the hardball question side. So we'll see today. But the Q&A should be important and interesting, and see if he talks about any of the most recent data that's being released. Now, keep in mind, we do get the June CPI on Thursday, and then on Friday, we get the PPI and the University of Michigan sentiment. Also on Thursday, we get the jobs data, right? We get the average hourly earnings, the continuing initial jobless claims. So I'm sure that Jerome Powell will be talking about that. He does speak also, so it's back-to-back days. Today, the Senate, tomorrow, the House, but that's it. But hearing from him, this is his semi-annual testimony. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very important. So this is the one that we want to be paying attention to here. Anyone know how I can get rid of this dang volume box that follows my cursor? It's driving me insane on Top Step. I'm not sure about that one. Carl Hungus says, perfect during power hour. I didn't take the long in the overnight. I got busy, wasn't able to trade. Is that good? Is that good or bad there? James says, up or down today? I'm thinking she finally pulls back. Well, it's, again, contingent upon whatever the Q&A and testimony is before the Senate Banking Committee today. That's, I think, is what is going to be moving the market the most. Brett asks, hey, Ribs, what's up with the large orders on the dome that seem to move up and down? Price stays about 3 points out of range. I've seen this a lot. Very good observation. That is the liquidity bands. Those are algorithms that are providing liquidity for the market. Now, their job as a liquidity provider is to provide liquidity in very large movements of the market. Their job is to prevent big market crashes, and they're meant to absorb liquidity on either side. Now, it's only for big sweeping market movements because they want to have supportive price movement. Because think about it, if the market went no bid, this is one of the things that they enacted after one of the crashes. They had the stop rule, and then they had some kind of agreement with liquidity providers that they're meant to provide liquidity. They have to do it. I mean, they have to provide this liquidity. And so when you're seeing that, those are large algorithms that are providing liquidity in case that we get a sharp movement in price that they can absorb that liquidity on either side. think it's a micro kind of day. If he says something crazy, you can get your face ripped quickly, 100%. Know the risks in what you're getting into today, right? Know the risks. If you understand that today is going to be a very volatile day, you should know that you have a chance of blowing an XFA, blowing a combine, losing an account, hitting a tremendous loss. But there's a flip side to that. You could, if you're putting on decent size, make a decent amount of coin. But you must know the risks that you're getting into today. Anytime that you see on the headlines that Jerome Powell is going to be interacting somehow with the news cycle, you ought to know that there is a chance that we could have very sweeping volatile movements in the market. If you're going into today and you're not realizing that, you're going to learn today. There's that saying, you're going to learn. Today is one of those days where you going to learn if you don't pay attention to what's going on in the markets. So be very, very careful out there. And like we had, who said that? Somebody said, seems like a micro day today. That's very good advice. Don't trade big size if you don't know what to expect today. If you've been playing this game before and you know that, you were here the last time he gave a semi-annual testimony, you know how big the market can move around, you're willing to take on that risk, well then do it. Do it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Just do it. I heard that there are algos that wait for the keywords and phrases, and based on that, they take action in the market. That's crazy how much technology has changed the markets. It is 100% true there, George, and good morning to you. It is 100% true. There are actually, even in family offices or even lower levels than that, right? Not even large, large institutional funds are doing it as well. But yes, that is happening even on the lower levels now, where they have folks that are actually building, like these are lower end funds that are building these algorithms that listen for specific words and phrases and will trade off of that. And it really is the fastest reaction wins. And it's a crazy thing to see in real time, especially on something like Bookmap, but 100% that is happening there. Thanks, Rips. I'm a de-risk today. That's my boy. All right, Joey. Good for you. There we go. For me, every day has to be a micro day. Many days always end up in the red here. Well, that says a lot, right? And there's no shame in trading micros. There's absolutely zero shame in trading micros. You do what works for you. Remember, at the end of the day, look, who cares what you can show people on social media, right? Who cares? This is all for you, right? This is your journey, your life, your money. Who cares? If somebody's sitting there rattling on about, oh, you trade the micros, that's crap. You should be trading the minis. I'm telling you, the minis are the way to go. But you're having success in your own trading the micros. Who cares what some random person thinks? Or maybe it's your trading buddy and they're like, why are you trading micros? You ought to be trading the minis. Who cares? It's not their money. It's your money. If it's working for you to trade the micros, well, screw everybody else. Trade those micros and do it with confidence, because if that's what's working for you, that's how you're going to succeed at this. Maybe you do graduate into the minis program, maybe, but who cares, right? If you're having success trading the micros, it's like I had folks that when I was trading options, they would ask me how to trade options and they would try it and it wouldn't be very good at that. I said, you should probably be trading equities. You're getting your face ripped off. You're going too much risk. And they went and they traded equities. They did much better. I obviously made more P&L doing options, but they had more consistency trading in equities. And that's fine. It's no big deal. You do what works for you. It's simple as that. You can make just as much with micros. Yeah, of course. There's I don't know why there's a stigma around trading micros. It's strange to me. You do what works for you. Trading is for you. It's not for everybody else. If you're trading to show everybody else things, you're doing it wrong. Trade for you. Trade for your own bottom line, right? And that's why it's like, I'm not even bothered about when people are like, oh, why you're not trading your XFAs today? You're not trading your live account today. It's like, well, guess what? I'm the one who gets paid by those things. You don't get paid for them. So who cares? I couldn't care less what people think about that. Simple as that. If I want to trade my live account today, hey, I'll trade my live account. If I see an opportunity for that, I'll trade it. If I want to trade my my XFAs today, hey, maybe I'll trade it. If I want to trade combines today, I'll trade it. Because at the end of the day, it's paying my bills. It's paying for me. I don't care about what anybody else thinks about the way that I trade. It's for me. So have that same thought process when you're trading. Don't trade for everybody else. Don't trade for somebody else's adoration. Trade for you. Trade for you because you're the one who's getting paid, not random people. I'm a computer science student, and once our professor told us 2 Sigma, one of the biggest quant hedge funds, they use the weather in their algos. What? I've never heard that one before. I've literally never heard that one before. They're using the weather in their algorithms? What? Can you explain how you add to winners? Do you just add as price is accelerating, or do you have a strat for that? So I've been momentum trading for a very long time. That is the most success I've had is in momentum trading. And I really learned a lot of momentum trading in small caps. But momentum trading it's an art. It's a specific way to trade. But you're looking to add on certain, I guess you could say, qualifications of price. So if the price action is doing a certain thing, you want to be adding into it, for instance. Or maybe I'm looking for a pullback and I'm waiting for a pullback to add. But if I don't think that there's going to be a pullback, and a pullback can be either way, right? If we're shorting something, a pullback would be lifting the price. And if we're going long, a pullback would be a dip in the price. And if I don't expect a pullback to come and I think that that's the lowest price I'm going to get on a certain run of price, then I'm going to add to that. So there's no 100% of the time I'm doing this. It's all dependent. And if I am unclear about whether or not that move is strong and I'm going to get another 10 handles on that move, maybe I won't add to it, right? There's certain factors that I sort of have a mental checklist on the fly that I'm looking for there. It's like, it's the same type of question. It's like, do you think on the fourth move of chess that you should be moving your e-pawn? Well, I don't know. Did I move the e-pawn on the opening? Did my opponent move his e-pawn? Have I already moved my d-pawn? Where's the positioning of the board? There's certain things, right? It's not always going to be on the third move. I'm always moving my d-pawn regardless, right? It's the same thing with trading, right? Same thing with trading. If they're trading some type of crop, oh yeah, there you go. Weather, yeah, with crops. There you go. That makes sense. There you go. Yeah, thank you. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. See, look, I'm a dum-dum today. As a fellow chess player, this makes so much sense. There you go. Yeah. Chess analogies this morning. Hey, good morning. We got Dolby time in the building. Dolby time. Yep. Yeah, it's all situation. I mean, trading is, for me at least, very discretionary. And this is why I always say that if you want to learn how to trade, you have to have a lot of time, you have to have a lot of grit, and you have to have a lot of patience. So if you think that you're going to read a book and that's going to, there's so many different situations in trading that you simply have to go through these situations time and time again. There is no shortcut to get better at trading. You literally just must spend time doing it. And there's no magic bullet. There's no secret sauce. It's time and experience in the market to become a better discretionary reader of price and understanding why price is moving the way that it is. And guess what? You're still going to be wrong. You're still going to have days where you think that the price is doing something and you're still going to be wrong. That's trading. And there's no fast track to it. There's no shortcut. There's no reading a book and all of a sudden, you can improve your strategy, of course, but you want to find a strategy that eventually works specifically for your style of trading, and that will give you the confidence and that will boost your psychology. Confidence is everything in trading. You have a lot of confidence. You'll be able to execute on your strategy without hesitation. There you go. Anyone chirping at another success is either not profitable or is very lonely. Micros are awesome. Amen. You said it, Daniel. Amen. Good morning, everyone. Just drinking my Mango Tango sauce. Mango Tango. I've never had that one before. What am I drinking today? We got this one. Sparkling Cola today. Sparkling Cola. This one's delicious. Gotta love it. I've been following futures markets part-time for 15 years and still consider myself a novice. See, I love that too. Don't ever get overly confident. I've been overly confident in markets and then you immediately get humbled. You have like 3 really good days and then it's like day 4, it's like, oh, there goes half of it. Don't get overconfident. I love that, Flyer Jim. I love that. It's very, very smart there. If you are still considering yourself a novice, you're probably not at all, but considering that, it keeps your wits about you and you probably still have a decent amount of confidence in your trading, which is great. But yeah, always keep yourself humbled. Market will find a way to do it if you can't do it yourself. I promise you. That's why this business is so diabolical. Even when you're right, you could still be in the red. I've been right, but wrong on my timing many, many days throughout my career. And it's awful. It feels the worst, but that's the market for you. You learn to roll with those punches there. So true. People always looking for the best strategy and they jump from one to the other, but most of the strategies work because reality is 40% strategy, 60% experience in the market. I like that, George. There's also an argument too that, the more that you perfect the strategy, the more that your psychology will improve, which I also agree with as well there. Love hearing you speak. You sound like a sportscaster. Thank you so much there. Appreciate you. Going to Chicago soon. Any great pizza spot other than Giordano's? What's the best one, Dolby? Let the people know. What's your pizza spot? Hey, Nietzsche. Today's going to be a green day, man. And yes, quants can use weather parameters on their formulas. On early 90s, market tend to do nothing on bad weather. Interesting. Thank you for that, East King. So what you're saying is 60% of the time, it works every time. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying here. What do you think is the best balance of trying out new assets versus sticking to the same ones? Ooh, good question there, Luna Trades. What's up, buddy? How are you? Well, you know what? You've been killing it with lean hogs. How's that been going? Are you still sticking it with that? Because did you win the Stetson? You were one of the winners of the Stetson too, right? Because you were killing it in lean hogs, at least from what I'd seen. Not to put you on the spot or anything, but I think that you were absolutely killing it. But what to do as far as learning new strategies and jumping from instrument to instrument, you want to find a comfort level that works for you very, very well. And if you're still struggling with an instrument, you know, it's like naturally you gravitate towards an instrument. For me, it's drums. I was blessed with rhythm somehow, some way. I've always gravitated towards drums. I played drums, but I also sing. I play guitar, not bass guitar or anything, but 6-string. And I'm a better drummer than I am a guitar player, but I still love playing guitar. So it just comes down to what do you like to do? What functions well with your brain? My first account wasn't counted because it had old trades, and I thought if I got the 3K in it would be counted. Then the third account, Hogs, I was a 6 person. No, what in the world? 6 person? Oh, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. See if they'll do it for a 6 one. I'm going to talk to MP about that today. See if they'll do it for you. They should do that for you because you did it twice. You essentially did it twice. Yes, I play drums. Come on, Dolby. I love drums. Do we have are you a drummer? We got to get a Top Step band going. No, I love playing drums. I mean, this is my favorite. I have, well, I don't have an acoustic set anymore, but I have a Rolden TD30KV. And they're great because it doesn't disturb anybody. But the best thing I love about it is that you can, you put a music track on and you can do the mix really, really nicely on the control panel. And you can play along with your favorite songs and you get the drumless tracks, which are great. I mean, it's a great stress reliever too. It's just, I like drums because they're physical and you're moving your body and there's rhythm involved and I just love it. I love it. And that kit, that Roland kit is nice because the drum heads, they feel pretty close to the real thing. I mean, I still prefer an acoustic kit, of course. But yeah, give me your band's drumless tracks. I would love that. And then I could give you back my version of them. It'd be fun. You know, have you ever watched on Drumeo where you have the drummers that play along to the drumless track and they've never heard it before? Although there was one, I think it was 30 Seconds to Mars, where it was Chad from the Red Hot Chili Peppers was playing along it. I think he's heard it before. I mean, how could you ever not hear that song, right? How could you ever not hear that song? But it's so good. That Drumeo is a great channel if you haven't subbed to that one there. Rolling mesh heads are awesome. They're good, but it's nothing beats acoustic, right? There's nothing like you still, you know, like in your brain, as close as it gets, it's still not that same feeling of acoustic. I love playing an acoustic kit more than anything. You can't even read music yet. Was watching Drumeo last night. Is it popular for non-drummers too? Because I mean, for drummers, it's awesome. Yeah, of course, I've seen the one with Michael Jackson's drummer. It's great. He's awesome. What's his name? I forget his name. He's got a nickname, but yeah, I love drumming. You know, what's funny is the wife and I were, this is, I don't know, about 6 months ago. We were randomly somewhere and I saw there was a Guitar Center. And I went in there and I went over to the drum area. And it's rare. Some Guitar Centers don't actually have a drumming section. They had a couple acoustic kits set up. I started drumming and they turned down all the music in the store. And I was just drumming. It was like cool. I was like, did they do that for me? She's like, yeah, everybody's watching. I was like, oh, that was cool. It was fun. I love drumming. I don't know. I love it. I don't do enough of it. I think Discount's also a drummer in here too. He's got a kit. That's right. Got some great drummers in here. It's like the movie's Wayne's World. Yeah. Anyway, if I'm confident in my entry method and risk management, should I look for opportunities in other underlyings or just add size to the one product I trade now, the NQ? Well, you might find if you trade another instrument that you have a lot of success in it, right? You might find out that you're a fantastic Dow trader like Dolby in here. You might find out that you're an insane Russell trader like Discount. You might find that, you have success in another instrument. So don't limit yourself, right? There's a lot of people out there that you could have been trading the NQ this whole time. And then you go over the S&P and you're like, this is so much better. Why haven't I been trading this? But you don't know until you try, right? You don't know until you tried. Started playing the drums when I was 5. That's awesome. When did I start? I must have been like, because I didn't have, drums are expensive, so I couldn't afford drums. I started, I think in the 6th grade is when I started playing drums. 6th grade, and I only had a snare drum. That's all that I had. My parents had the money to afford was a snare drum. So I was like playing the side of it as a hi-hat. The ghetto drums. But I mean, well before that, I was on pots and pans and wooden spoons. That was me. I just use Russell's Transports as an indicator for the day trade NQ. Oh, I thought you traded the Rusty a little bit. Marching band drums. Yeah, I did that. We did some competitions in school for, I did that. I was never that great of that type of drummer. Paradiddles were always lacking for me. Eventually you get good at them, but something in my brain was not hitting with the paradiddles very well. Travis Barker, complete opposite. He's incredible at that. He can do if you've ever watched videos of him and you don't know how talented of a drummer he is, he's insane. And he's marching band style. I co-wrote a Billboard Top 40 rock song a few years back. That's awesome. That's so cool. Started piano at 7, then at 13 figured out that's... Oh, you're funny. Switched to guitar, got an electric guitar. I love playing guitar. I prefer acoustic guitar over electric guitar. I like the fretting on an acoustic more than... I know it sounds weird, but I like getting blisters on my fingers. I like getting the pads with your fingers all tough and rough. And, it's not the same. Acoustic I prefer. I know, I'm weird. Don't like trading NQ, but I found that I do well trading gold coin. There you go. See, that's the thing. Is different spice of life out there. Anybody long in the NQ, by the way? I know that we're yapping here. We're having some fun time, story time in here. Anybody getting long off these lows here in the NQ? I like doing a lot of different stuff. I love doing a lot of different things. I'm sure I have some. Maybe I'll post a video of me playing drums on my Instagram or something. I started off on scare drums. What are those? What are scare drums? Are scare drums like marching bands or what? I've never heard that term before. Scare drums. What are scare drums? I gotta look this up. Scare drums. Oh, I'm guessing you're saying snare drums. I'm okay. I'm the dumbest person alive. Hey, there we go. I really am an idiot today. I am so stupid today. That's too funny. What is a scare drum? Oh, that's funny. No trading for me today. Well, so far so good. We haven't taken a single trade yet. So I'm having fun chatting with you folks. So we're having a good time in here. Long from 20,710. Nice. That's right off those lows. They're up 13 points. There you go. I need a Celsius. I need to finish this one first. First real drum set was the Mickey Mouse 3-piece in 19. I always wanted one of those children's drum sets, but again, never got one. My first kit was, I was in my teens, but Pearl Export series. That was the one. It's a 5-piece. 5-piece. 3 toms, 1 kick, 1 snare. Loved it. Loved that thing. Great quality. I wonder if that exact set is still out there, if it got destroyed by now. Ever play drums to jazz? Yeah, oh yeah. I even, I can play with the brushes. Even me with my broken English got that one. Yeah, I'm stupid today. I got a case of the stupids today. Had the exports, great kits. The next acoustic kit I want to get, and you drummers out there can help me. Is DW still any good? Because that's the kit. I never had a DW before. That's the one I'm looking at. Zildjian cymbals all the way for me. I never liked Sabian or Saban or whatever those were. I like Zildjian the best. Zildjian all the way. Like, they have super thin crashes that are super awesome. Just don't break them. DW still good? Okay. Yeah. Zildjian cymbals all the way. They got those cool black ones now. I don't think I've ever played those, but man, Zildjian all the way. I don't know why. Or Pasty, that was another one. I had some garbage Pasty hi-hats. Those sounded like trash. Sounded like literally like the rim of a tin trash can. I do have the DW2000 kick pedals right now for my electric kit. I got the double bass pedals. I was on drumline in high school. Not in drumline, but we did the competitions. I was not very good at that. I was never super great at it. I think that we got close to winning. I'm sure that I was probably the one that caused us to lose. DW is great. Never owned one, though. Played a few. Yeah, I played on a couple kits. Never owned one myself there. Played the Glockenspiel in 3rd grade. That's what got my formal music interest. Can we do a quick poll for the best? I mean, that's going to be way too controversial. That's going to be way too controversial there. Access double. Who is that? Okay, so there's that one drummer that always pops up on Instagram. I think that guy's one of the best drummers in the world. He is, I think he's Latin American. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? He's like literally, I've never seen anybody as good as this guy. Like for his chops. What is his name? Somebody's got to give me his name. Dude's insane. Esteban or something like that. Yeah, the bearded dude. He's insane. Carlos Santana. Sibariano is Brazilian. I'm sorry. He's Brazilian. I'm so sorry. Yeah. He's insane. He can play like, oh my God. I'm so jealous of that talent. That is so cool. Estepario Sibariano. There you go. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but he is insane. That dude is like, holy smokes. Like, he, like Travis Barker's really good, but man, that dude is next level. Absolutely next level. Danny Carey from Tool, yeah, he's good. Yeah, he is. He holds the coffee mug. He holds joints. He's so nuts. Like the way that he can drum, and it's funny too. He showed some of his older videos. Like he wasn't. I mean, he obviously has God-given talent, but I mean, he's been working for that talent. And that's what I love about him is that he's been working for that talent. He's been putting in the hours. This is just about the worst market action ever. That's why we're talking about drummers today, by the way. But hey, tell you what, I'm going to skitter on over to Top Step TV in about 7 minutes here. If we get to, I haven't looked yet. If we get to 900 likes, we're going to do a giveaway. 900 likes. I'm going to look right now, though. Let's see. We're at 522. I saw 300 out the gate. Let's do a poll really quick. Let's do a poll. Will the NQ end the day above or below? And let's say 2,700. 20,700. Above, below. Oops, misspelled that one. All right, there we go. No trades in MC today, but I learned a stuff load about drums and guitars. There you go. Yeah, when the market's not doing much, we got to talk about musical instruments. How accurate have your viewers been getting it? Pretty dang accurate. I'm not surprised though. Rivers, you ever kept track to see how accurate the poll is? Yeah, we've been on a tear lately, to be honest with you. Stuart Copeland puts a reggae beat into punk rock anthem genius. I got to check that out. I really got to check that out. Jazz drummers, half beats are the way to my heart. Yeah, there's some. I mean, if you ever watch like drum demo videos out there, there's some crazy jazz drummers who come in and like the timing that they can do. They can play like a 4/3 on a 4/4. It's like, yeah, the stuff that they can do is like nutso. And it's like makes my head spin. I mean, I have good rhythm, but I'm not at that level. It's one of those things where I would have loved to pursue it for a lot longer than I did. Ooh, Thin Lizzy. Boys are back in town. Classic. I have a short bias for today. There you go, Davey. Mariachi bands. I mean, not exactly what I think of when I think of the best drummers in the world. Jazz is like your schizo of music genres. I mean, if you get a really good jazz drummer, they can play pretty much anything. They're not, I mean, jazz up here and then everything else is like, let's play with like some 4/4 rock. All the Kardashians are my neighbors. Nice. Say what's up to them. You're in the Hidden Hills then? Steve Gadd. There you go. I love the Whiplash movie. You know what's funny is that Whiplash was originally a short film. I think you can actually watch the short film on YouTube. Didn't have Miles Teller in it, but it did have, what is his name? Not BJ Penn. That's the guy from The Office. RJ Simmons, KJ Simmons. What's the actor's name? RK Simmons. Is it RK Simmons, RJ Simmons? Something like that. Anyway, did not have Miles Teller in it. BJ Novak, that's it. J.K. Simmons, there you go. Sorry, I got a case of the stupids today. If you didn't know, I got a real bad case of the stupids today. So yeah, J.K. Simmons is actually in the original short, and he loved the short film so much that they made the movie. That's the genesis of that movie. I had no idea. Little fun fact there. But the actor who plays Miles Teller's character in the short film is also very talented. And I think he actually plays the second string drummer. I can't remember now, but yeah, I got a case of the stupid, so don't trust anything that I'm saying today. But J.K. Simmons, phenomenal actor. I think Whiplash is easily one of his better performances. And if you haven't seen that movie, go watch it this weekend. You're in for a treat. Topper Heedson of The Clash put funk into their later albums. Yeah, I feel like drummers are sometimes underappreciated. They're shadowed by the lead, the front man, the singer, the lead guitarist. It all depends. Never seen the show The Counterpart. Never seen that before. BJ Penn is the UFC fighter. Yeah, see, look, I'm all over the place today. Oh, so all over the place. Mike Myers was supposed to play Keith Moon in the Who movie, but it got scrapped. I haven't seen him working a lot lately. I'm sure he's doing just fine off of all the Austin Powers royalties because that's his IP. Austin Powers is 100% his IP. All right, so I'm going to get going over to Tops Up TV here shortly. I will end the poll, get those votes in soon. We didn't get to 900 likes. But here's the deal. You know what? It may be today, so stay tuned for this. If you're not already subscribed to my Instagram, @SellingRips on Instagram, what I'm doing is I'm posting on my stories. So if you go to my profile, there's going to be like a little bell. You have to follow me, but then there's a little bell. You click that bell and it'll say story notifications. When I post a story, you'll get notified. One of these stories, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'm going to be posting a code, right? And that code is going to be for a free Top Step Combine. I'm going to have a code and then I'm going to have a link. You click that link, you put in the code, and the first person to redeem that code, it's first come, first serve, will get a free Top Step Combine. And I'm going to be doing this all month long. I'm going to be giving out codes all month long on my Instagram stories. So it's incentivizing. It's just go on Instagram. It's @SellingRips. You follow me there and you'll get a free combine just for doing nothing. Clicking a link and putting in a coupon code. That's it. I feel like that's fun, right? It'll be on my Instagram account, on my Instagram stories there. There you go. I think that's a fun thing to do. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll right here now. Let's see what you folks said. Here we go. It is above 42%, below 33%, almost a split there. So folks, that's going to be it for me. I'm locking up here. We did not take any trades today, but we had a fantastic conversation together. It's fun spending the morning with you folks, and I hope to see you over at Top Step TV. Let me drop the link for you real quick. Oh, and as always, I always say this, but I do appreciate it. If you folks are in here and you do want to support the stream, it does help me out tremendously. I'm telling you, this is a big help. If you click that link, you let the page load. If there's a thing at the bottom that says allow cookies, you click allow. It helps out the stream a lot, and I really do appreciate that. But let's get going over to Top Step TV. I'm going to drop the link here on Top Step TV. Let's go ahead and do a little Rips raid over there and see if we can take any trades live on Top Step TV. I'll see you folks over there. Have a great day. And if I don't see you on Top Step TV, I'll see you here bright and early tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.